let's just talk about the most recent ones. So you've got Chicago, then you've got Houston. Chicago, team hasn't been doing very well in the past however many years.
Right.
Houston, crushing it. Won a couple, two or three World Series in the last however long. Winning program, not a winning program. Talk to me about the cultures of the different locker rooms, because you talk about the locker room all the time when I talk to you.
Right. I think it's important, and I try to think through, like, what does my next step in life look like, and ultimately, eventually want to lead something and build something and grow something. And so I'm kind of always trying to see from the cultural perspective.
Yeah.
I believe, and this is just my belief system.
Yeah.
Like, culture starts from the top down.
Sure.
Right. Somebody's got to be. I think the speed of your company depends on the speed of your leadership and them being able to push and being able to progress and being able to lead a certain group of people. When that slows down and it gets taken for granted what type of person that you are hiring, not just for their skill set, but for who they are as a person, from people to people, then you struggle.
Yeah.
I think on the forefront of hiring somebody, whether it be in the big leagues, whether it be, in a business like yours, I think we have to ask first, what type of person am I getting? Not what skill do they bring. Obviously, we can look at a sheet of paper of anybody in the big leagues that's played right now, currently, or ever played, and we can see the skill set.
Sure.
There's so many analytics now, you can really see the skill set, of everything. That don't ultimately win. On paper, there's been teams I've been on that at the beginning of the year, pundits and talking heads around the country, like big name ones, have predicted that team that I was on to be in the World Series. And then you have a team in Houston, when I go to it, and these guys have built a dynasty over the past 8, 9, 10 years. I think you could have a special team and win in certain instances when you don't put together a good culture, but I think you could build a dynasty when you put together a good culture. And it's very hard to overlook talent and get a person that you know is going to drive you forward, opposed to getting talent and knowing somebody that might be iffy.
Sure. So go ahead.
I guess going back to it, it was a split deal in Chicago. It was tough. Like, we tried to make it work. It was tough. It really was. And then in Houston, when you have people pulling all in the same direction on the same rope to try to win a baseball game, even though they might think in their mind, we ain't as talented, but we know we pulling all in the same direction. And I think there's the unity. When you watch the Warriors play in the past, when they talked about strength in numbers, that's it. When you get the whole team to bond together like that, it's special. And that's why it trickles down. Like, we're talking about Houston taking an extra step and taking care of our families at a higher level. When they talk about travel with our families, letting them travel with us and taking care of my kids. Like, I drop my kids off, or my wife does, when she comes to a game, in a room that has extremely good care, like daycare, child care in the afternoons, and throughout the whole game, she can go watch the game. The kids are safe. They feed them, like everything. Like, when there's attention to detail and a spirit of excellence, I think you can drive a company and a corporation forward.